Hello and welcome to my somewhat fractured comprehensive guide on how to make motion manga. I am not entirely sure whether this is going to be very useful given the fact that I tend to be pretty fractured in my thinking. However, this could prove to be rather valuable if decoded properly. Whether or not it will be, I have no idea. But onward with the video. Anyway, so first step to anything is find a manga that you like. In this case, well, I happen to like Attack on Titan a lot. So much, in fact, that I want to choose the music for it, or that I like to listen to music while I read it. Unfortunately, the panels don't come with music, so I'm going to add them after the fact. Yes. But anyway, how do I make my motion manga, you might ask? Well, personally, I use a few different editing softwares, mainly Sony Vegas, Adobe Photoshop to make the thumbnails, and then After Effects to give in some of the specific effects that I use. If you're going to be using After Effects, make sure you also get Adobe Media Encoder, since it's going to make the files a hell of a lot smaller, way easier to work with. How did I get these? Well, I downloaded them legally and purchased them. Sure. Anyway, on to Sunny Vegas. Make sure to make multiple layers for this. You can right click on a layer, add video track, or add audio track. If there's nothing on there, you can just right click down here and add audio or video tracks. There should be, if I remember, I'll put in some tutorials in the description of this video, I suppose. But I'm going to be making this video over the course of this next month, or over the course of making chapter 138, so it's possible I may forget. But we'll see. Anyway, what I like to do is, first of all, read the chapter, whether that be on Crunchyroll or something legal like that, you know what I mean? Whether it be like here. Oh, never mind, I'm not logged in yet. Anyway, we're logged in now. Let's see. So, you know, you can read it on Crunchyroll and all that. You can't download it on here, though, honestly. Ugh. But anyway, once you find a website that allows you to see the panels in their full quality and download them, you can go ahead and start matching stuff up. Of course, it's a lot easier if you already have the panels on hand. Like, for example, I already have them all downloaded right here. And boom, boom. Oh my god. I'm sorry. For those of you who know me personally, you'll know that I absolutely love just I love detail and smoothness. Oh, you guys are looking at this in 30 frames per second, which honestly I apologize, but I'm looking at this and oh my goodness. Urgh. You'll be able to see the detail for sure, but the smoothness not so much. Personally speaking, I absolutely love seeing the full detail of the panels, which you can see in the panels that I've downloaded here, like even fully zoomed in, like to like here. It still looks absolutely fantastic. And with a higher frame rate, it's buttery smooth. Buttery smooth. Absolutely love it. Like I'm looking at this on a 144 hertz panel in 4K, and it's just oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna have an orgasm over here, Jesus. Or I mean, look at the pretty pixels. Look at that. Look at the ink dots. Anyway, point is, high detail. Although it doesn't have to. Obviously, you can make motion manga with any manga or comic that you want. It doesn't have to be high detail. I just happen to be a perfectionist who likes looking. Oh my god, look at how much detail there is. I just happen to be an individual who has a weirdly specific obsession with detail and quality, which is of course why I've obsessed with increasing my max quality over the past couple of years, or 3 years now. Goddamn. Point is, just download manga that you want, get music that it is you like, and well, I guess that's where we're going to start going from there. Obviously, it's a lot easier if you have like multiple monitors like I do, but obviously that's not entirely necessary. I used to make motion manga with a laptop, I believe. Or actually, no, I used to do it with a desktop, but I only had one monitor at the time, so that was what it was. But, you know, you find your way around it. Of course, here, you just drag it in, pop it there. You can also put it anywhere else or add other photos. Although, personally speaking, what I like to do is look at the panels while I am listening to music. So, speaking of music, I tend to be a bit of a hoarder when it comes to music. If I hear a track that I like, even if I have not seen the show or movie, I will download the entire thing. Oh boy. So, yeah, I mean, it all started with good old Soul Madness. I liked the tracks that he used and decided to just download the entirety of everything he was using. And then it just sort of ballooned from there. And this can help a lot when you're trying to find the perfect track for any sort of scene that it is that you're doing. But it can also hinder you way more than it helps. For example, sometimes when I don't find... I like... First of all, I try to look for what it is that I want from Attack on Titan. If I can't find it there, or if I've used it in the previous chapter, or I don't want to use it again, I will search the next one. And we'll go through each and every soundtrack, or each and every track systematically. The entire thing. All of it. All thousands of tracks, including going back and checking movie soundtracks. Where are they? Yeah, movie soundtracks and other TV shows that aren't even anime related. Because honestly, if it's good, you might as well use it. I've even used tracks from video games like chapter 120. Yeah, 120. I used a soundtrack from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If I can find it right here, I believe it was... No. Is it this one? No, it wasn't this one. It was... Oh, man. So much detail, yet I still can't find what it is that I want. Oh, here's one. This is one of the tracks that I used. That was a pretty good track, and it fit absolutely perfectly. Oh, here it is. Here's the other one. Ah, Eren as a baby. Absolutely perfect. Honestly, like... when you find the track that fits so well, so perfectly, that you just... It's euphoric. It's fantastic. Oh, man, that's why I do this. I am going to be upfront and straight with you guys. If you do what it is that I do, which is adapt entire chapters, technically speaking, it's not that hard. I'm going to be honest with you guys. All you really have to do is cut out the panels. Like, let me go ahead and give you an example right now. All you really have to do is cut out the panels. So for this, go ahead and do this, this. To do this, you just go into the, like, this little crop looking thing, and then you go down, click mask. And let's see, I press Control right there to grab it. Boom. I just cut out that little piece. And now when we go over here, boom, that's all there is. And if you want to say zoom in on it, you grab the position, right click, match output aspect, and boom, done. Oh, that's not the right thing, but you get the point. Right there. That's literally all you have to do. And maybe add a little bit of movement, like say, do that. Let me just mute this real quick here, and then boom. You have a moving panel. Done. That's basically all you have to do for the entirety of the chat. Like that's all the animation there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's it. All you have to do is cut them out and move them. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to do that, to be honest. You can just have a solid panel and just switch to the next one. But the music is what brings it to life. I'll go ahead and show you one of my first videos that I ever made, or literally the first motion manga that I ever made. It's you can tell for sure that it is nowhere near where I am now. However, the music still brings it to life. Talk about a trip, man. This was literally the first motion manga I ever made. Right after Soul got copyright striked, I believe it was, yes, chapter 103. I made the month later, chapter 104. And that's it. That's all I did. Just a bit of movement, some music, but then you can it just brings the emotions of the characters to life. Like especially this little part where the music sort of changes and you can see what it is that he did. And don't think because you're making motion manga on an anime, or you're making a comic on like, or a motion comic on Batman or something, that you have to use tracks specific to that genre or that style or that animation. You can use whatever you want. Hell, if I come over here, I literally used a track from Pacific Rim to show to bring out or to reveal the blimp. I literally used a track from Pacific Rim, the movie about giant fighting robots. That's nowhere near what this is. Now, why would I do such a thing? Well, because I thought it worked, and I enjoyed the result. Like, the most important thing about motion manga, or anything, creating anything for that matter, is enjoying what it is that you're doing. Now, you might not enjoy it in the moment of doing it. Like, for example, myself, I absolutely hate animating. It's repetitive. You barely make any progress in a day, and you never see the end result by the time that it is you want to see it. But by the end, a month or more later, once you're completely done and finished with the project, the end result will be something spectacular, something you did not expect. And even if it's not, you can just improve. You guys just saw my first motion manga ever. And this is what I'm currently making over here. I mean, sure, the panels are still just moving from one spot to another, but the differences in the quality, the smoothness, the amount of time I put into this compared to the other one, it makes it look so much better. And the point is to not to create the best thing, but to just make something. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You can work on that over time. just do it.